And belated hellos. Sorry it's been a little while. Mixture of work and the fact it's been incredibly hot as well. Didn't fancy quite doing this one. It was like working in soup. So, progress was made and then 2 steps were taken back. So I'll take you through what I was up to. So first of all, I started by trying to reinstate the lip here. My previous plan was to get my L shape, which I had made up, and put it back in there and then start going along. However, things started going wrong. For a start, the profile was all off. I was starting to put it in 2 bigger lumps, so it ended up too straight. What I'm going to have to do is go probably in about inch by inch along. The other thing as well is trying to weld onto here. This here is too thin, so I got to this area here and just started blowing right through it. So took it all out, started again. I've had to put a lot more metal along here. So the plan going forward is I'm going to use this still. What I'll do is I'll weld this in bit by bit by bit using some pliers or vice grips. I'll then profile it into here, keeping this, and then I'm going to revert back to what the factory did. So I had previously, like in great Blue Peter fashion, a piece I'd made earlier. Here it is. Right, so this is a bit that came out the factory. Now I've discovered since what they did at the factory is this here was probably a pressing and it never had the lip. So if you look at the side profile of this, you can see here that that's the lip there, and then the other bit is just an L-shaped channel which is then spot welded onto that. So that's what creates that lip. So you can see there's a little gap, a wetter finger. Yeah, so that there was spotted. So I'll go all the way along here. I'll get that profile right there. Sat the cameraman. And then once I've done that, I'll get another bit of C. God, you can tell I was dyslexic at school. L-shaped channel, and then I'll puddle weld this in along here. So yes, however, bit of a downer doing that, so I'm going to cheer myself up by doing this great big hole up here that's been pissing me off since I first started it. So I'm going to get my masking tape. I'm going to make a template, cut that out, get it as near as damn it and tack it in, and then that's just one of the big nasty holes done, and then I'll get back onto this. I think as well, I'll start and just to recover some morale, I think I might come along and start getting some of this back in as well, because I say, looking at it's just making me miserable. So anyway, let's crack on. Hello, so what I've done there, took that piece of masking tape which I'd made the template out for by rubbing the dirt on there, cut it out, and then in theory when we put it back over there it should be a nice snuggish fit. Right, here we go. Oh right, so sit rep. Welcome back to welding school. So started off very good, went along here, got good penetrations, come back. Problem was, as I was going, realised this metal around here was a bit thinner, so it'd start to fall away. I've remedied this by getting a strip of steel, just a thin one, and then making a plate over the top, so where I can touch and then I'll plate over the top. It's going to be ugly, there's no 2 ways about it. I'm afraid I just don't possess the finesse to do much better, but what does it say? Oh yes, don't let perfect be the enemy of the good. So she's never going to be a show car, but oh, by God, I'll get her strong. So here we go.
Many months later.
Hello. Now, through the magic of video editing, about 2 months has passed. Work went a bit mental. I've got a big contract in with a local fire service department, which has meant I've been on site a lot. The other mistake I made was we had a fitting job, and I took, well, believe it or not, this is, say, 50% of my angle grinder. So what happened was, took this on the job to get in, we were cutting some access hatches in, and it burnt out, just clipped out. Now, as you've previously seen, I've eulogised about the great quality of the little warranty, and they've let themselves down a bit because it took me about a month to get a replacement, and when it came in a box with no wrapping or bubble wrap or anything, and it was broken. The case was smashed. So I got back in touch with them, and I really didn't want to lose any more time, so I actually took my old one apart because it still had a good case, and I took the new innards out, so I've made out of the two one good angle grinder. Other thing is, I popped this. I haven't quite got that lizard brain of YouTubers where I want to record everything because basically I've got stuff to do, and I had to put a new sill on the Jag. Did that and did it in the rain, popped it, so I had to have that fixed. So my tools were out of commission, work was mental, was trying to get prepared for my holiday. There's a video on how well that went. So anyway, came back to this, trying to get the momentum going again. And as you can see from the last video, things have escalated. So I tried welding what was a little parallelogram in there, and every time I did, I realised, bit next to it's thin. So I put this big one in, and that was a bit thin. So put that extra bit in, that was a bit thin. And also, as you can see here, and I'll turn my zip welder off so it's not blowing its fan. Find the switch. It's just, must be red hot. So yes, I've taken the clip, here it is, off one of the mechanisms that releases the boot, or the convertible mechanism, and it's thin up here as well. So what I'm doing, I'm putting little bits in to chase around, because I've actually made a curved panel here, and all I'm doing really is I make a patch out of cardboard, rough shape, and then I'll tack two bits in and then just bang it round into shape till I sort of get there. Again, hefty amounts of angle grind to make things a little bit more presentable. But yes, from a bit that was probably that size, we're now putting a good, I would say maybe 15% of the inner arch back in that way. But hopefully now that the busy period at work over the summer is starting to calm down, and also get back into the school routine as well, I will try and get back into the habit of getting out of a night and getting an hour in on this thing. I must admit, it's been a bit killy pigger late, just, you know, you finished a long day at work, made the tea, cleaned up, and then trying to get out here for another hour, bending over, because my back, you know, getting not exactly a spring chicken anymore. So sitting hunched over the back of this bloody thing certainly takes it out of my back. But I think I'll tidy this up. I think this bit might be a bit thin as well. We'll see if I can knock that together. Other thing I'm going to have to start and do, because it's going to have to give it a quick, just a little spray over this stuff just to protect it while it's still out in the open. But yes, I think today, if I can get the bulk of this welded up, and then that's that corner, well, I have to put some strengthening plates in here on the double skid where it's come away, but try and get this tackled, and again I'm just going to keep melding away at it. So yeah, catch you in a bit.